Do you know much about Deathloop?
I would like to play it, but I don't know too much about it. I mean, I know that it's similar to Dishonored in a lot of ways, with like the selection of powers and. Is it actually made by the same people as Dishonored, or is it just a bit like Dishonored? Oh, it is. Okay, yeah. So I know it's similar to that game, and I know that the whole concept is that these two assassins are locked in a time loop against each other. And I've heard a lot of good things. I've heard a couple people who are a bit gripey about it. I don't know why, but it looks cool.
Yeah, well, I didn't really look at it too much. I kind of just was like, cool. I like this developer because Dishonored's an amazing game, and Dishonored 2 was also, well, from what I saw of it, like, I mean, it looked amazing.
It
That
looks
engine,
fucking incredible. I still need to
yeah.
play Dishonored 2.
I've got it. It's just the issue is that I'd really love to have it on PC
Hmm.
because there's a gamer that I watch. Sorry,
Gamer.
I'm a Shocho. I'm a pro gamer, and I watch other gamers. Sorry, no. This dude I watch, Stealth Gamer BR, who does like loads of like,
Oh, is he the
um,
guy with all the Dishonored clips of him just doing
yeah,
insane shit? Yes.
like this guy did like some insane, not just like on Hitman, on Far Cry. Um, I don't know how he does it. He must practice it for hours upon end because there is some
Yeah.
Far Cry stuff he does, which is just, I mean, that game's janky as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, that game is shit. But like, like as a sandbox for like killing people, it's great.
Hmm.
But Dishonored is like also, I guess, a sandbox for killing people, but it's also it gives you more of a choice because there's actual stakes with the ending and that kind of thing. I'm not going to give
Hmm.
spoilers, but like it gives you choices and obviously achievements, that kind of thing. Which,
Yeah, yeah.
okay, fuck characters, I just want achievements. Um, but yeah, definitely, but I don't know too much about. I just saw it and I was like, this looks awesome. I love that they've evolved their art style. I love that we're seeing a similar character to Blink again because you
Yeah.
know they we know they love Blink because Blink's like they're like I think they were like okay, so we're making Deathloop, right? So we got it here, yeah.
Hmm.
It's gonna be totally different to Dishonored, I promise you. It's definitely different. Um, we're keeping Blink,
And everyone
yeah.
around the table was like,
Everyone's like,
"Yeah."
yes. And then yeah, I don't know if you want to say anything about it. I don't have anything to go on about it with,
Yeah, I
but
mean, I don't know. I don't have much to say, but like, it's definitely something I'm excited to play, and it's up there on my list because I have played through Dishonored like 3 times now in total since I don't know. I got it quite a few years ago. It's a fantastic game, and for something that came out in like what 2011, it's Skyrim era, right? It still stands up as like pretty fucking spanking today. Like it's okay, it's not completely sound, but it's still pretty fucking clean. I don't know, it's fun, and just to see those developers doing something similar but still very new. I don't know, it's fucking exciting. Yeah,
they're evolving their craft, and yes, while the original Dishonored game left a lot to be desired AI wise, it still had a really interesting story. The art style still holds up really, really well. It has that kind of cell shaded kind of comic book look.
hmm
Um, and the music as well, like the Drunken Sailor, kind of where it was like whispered,
yeah.
and it's like I was just like, yeah, it's cool. It's a cool cool part of the game. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's not really grabbed me as a game that I really wanted to play.
hmm
I don't know if it's on the same for you.
I mean, it was. I mean, yeah, I'll kind of agree. It wasn't a game that I was like rushing to buy immediately, hence why I don't have it. Um, I think I just felt like I would wait a while and see what else kind of came from it, and just see like what people thought of it, whether it was going to get absolutely dumpstered on by the community or whether people were going to praise it as like game of the year or something. And it seems to be mostly positive, so I might get it after Christmas sometime. But I don't know. There's other things that I want to buy, so I'll just kind of see how I feel.
Mm. Yeah, I mean I mean the for the whole, not to drop the naughty word, but for the whole pandemic, like it's been very very hard to kind of can glean any sorry.
I thought you were going to say fuck, and then you said pandemic. I was like, okay, yeah,
You're just like, I hope I does not just drop that the most offensive slur in the whole world. Like,
yeah.
get better fucking out. um, No, like it's been very hard to kind of glean any like game of the year kind of thing because I mean 2021 was sorry 2020 was hard to kind of get a game of the year,
Hmm.
and this year was too because there was just so much shit going on. Um, well, I mean 2020 wasn't really that hard. I mean, come on, Doom Eternal, Animal Crossing. What else? There's probably some other like Bowser's Fury came out back then, I think, or was that this year?
No, that was this year. Yeah.
It was this year, yeah. But still, like there was some good contenders last year. But other than that, like for this period of 2021, a lot of people. I'm not saying that I agree with it or disagree with it per se, but like a lot of the general consensus has been people aren't very happy with like, oh, there's no new this game, there's no new that game,
Yeah,
there's just
I
other
definitely
stuff
get that
going
vibe.
on.
Especially Nintendo has been on the end of a lot of that criticism for a few years now, and they are picking it up. You know, they released Metroid Dread, and I guess Pokemon is happening. We just got a
Again.
release. We're getting another one in February, but yeah, no, I think it has definitely been sparse, and it's not been quite on the level of like, you know, having a whole bunch of Game of the Year contenders, which were like really just excellent AAA games, like we've had in, you know, years previously. But I wanted to ask you: is there anything like, would you say Deathloop is probably going to take it, or is there anything else on this Game of the Year nominee list which you reckon is going to have it? Because I know nothing about most of these games. I haven't played any of them.
I think I don't think it's going to be between Metroid, Resident Evil, maybe Psychonauts 2.
Okay.
I know Psychonauts 2 is a very weird choice because, I mean, I've only played a bit of the first one, which was very recently,
Mm.
because I heard so much good about it, and I was like, this is quite a fun game. Um, and it, like, it just seems interesting. The you play is Rasputin, this character who, I think someone's going to correct me if they ever see this video, but
Hmm.
like, the idea is that you go into people's minds, and I think like battle demons or nightmares or like kind of collect like parts of their minds, that kind of thing. It's all very
That's
interesting stuff.
interesting. Yeah.
Um, but yeah, like this second game, I mean that game came out like I think almost 20 years ago on
Wow.
the original
Okay.
Xbox. Yeah, so it's been quite a while,
That's crazy.
and yeah, and yeah, so Double Fine, um, it was announced back in 20 maybe 20 late 2019 or 2020.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but like that had been kind of everyone was excited for that. They were excited for that. They were excited for Battletoads, and some other, yeah. Like I know it's something that you smirk at, but it's like the heavy hitters of the Xbox generation. It's kind of all
Yeah.
coming back again. That was kind of what took most of E3, and it makes sense that it would have that nomination for it because everyone was raging about it, everyone was talking about it,
Hmm.
um, and it's made a comeback. And plus, it looks insane. Like the game looks amazing. I've seen a bit of the game and I'm like, this looks awesome. There's been care put into this, but I don't know if I want to look too much into it. The same with the rest of the games on this list. As much as I want to talk about them in like massive detail,
Yeah.
I one can't afford all of them.
Yes.
Two don't have the time or energy to play all of them at the same time, or play it to a caliber where I would want to review it
Hmm.
in my own terms, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And three, like I don't know where it's going with it, but like it's still like there's factors that are kind of holding back from doing all this stuff,
Yeah.
playing all these games. But yeah, what about you? What's your kind of
I mean,
what,
I kind of, because I've played none of these games, I kind of have to go off for my own guess. I kind of have to go off the popularity that the game had and what I've seen on social media and stuff. And above all, what I've seen this year go absolutely just fucking insane, uh, especially thanks to one character in particular, was Resident Evil Village. Um, because Vampire Dommy Mommy took the internet by storm. What's her name? Lady begins with a D.
Dimitrescu, I think.
Dimitrescu, that's it. So Lady Dimitrescu took the internet by storm and kind of won over the hearts and minds of gamers and regular citizens
Understood,
alike.
but yeah.
Um, and I don't know. I feel like that game, because it really did the numbers with the people, I feel like that would be it. But obviously, I can't I can't say anything about the gameplay because I haven't played it. But that would be my guess. Based on how popular the games got in comparison to each other, like I don't think anything on that list did the same numbers in terms of popularity as excuse me, as Village did. So I don't know.
No,
That would be my guess.
I think you're right. I didn't really put Metroid, Resident Evil, and Psychonauts into any kind of caliber of positioning, but um, I just know them as games that were quite widely talked about, like especially Metroid because it came out and like the people that really cared about Prime and the games on GameCube and stuff like that. One of my favorite streamers, Sir La or Lawrence Sontag,
Yeah.
the stream just starts out with him like he just starts up the game from his Switch like on the home screen, and then it just starts out, and it's all like 80s synths. It feels like freaking Alien, you know. It feels like kind of like
Yeah,
Ridley
yeah.
Scott kind of shit. And I've been playing the demo a bit, and like I really like it. It's a great game. Like the enemies, the Emmy enemies, they're exactly like the Guardians in Zelda. Well, not exactly like, but like they're fucking terrifying. Um, the way that it works, I don't want to give too many spoilers, but like the mechanics that how it works is so you don't so with Metroid it's always been kind of the 2D. You jump up and you go up on the
Yeah, yeah.
levels and you kind of shoot things and make new paths, that kind of stuff, or you make new paths that will block you all the way that you could go, but you can still loop around. Um, so you have those things. That's kind of what you're used to is like the norm, and then you jump into that weird looking door, which looks a bit like I don't know. It's a funky looking door. It's definitely different.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Trust me, bro. Um, and you go in there, and it's like all like black and white, and kind of all kind of like different. Well, not all black and white, but the saturation's completely down. It's like a different area.
Yeah, yeah.
And I think what the idea is that it's meant to be back in time.
Oh.
And any sound you make, this robot can hear you make. And they were meant to be good. They were sent there to kind of recon the planet and get rid of something,
And then they
but they
went
were
horrible.
well, yeah, some got into them and they were like, "Oh no, I've got to kill the main character. How convenient! Ah, fuck." Um,
It looks fucking
but
scary to get chased around
yeah,
the levels by that giant thing, and it's like crawling on the ceiling and stuff.
it definitely makes you feel dread. Yet the animation and stuff of that game is really, really nice. So if you have like I don't know, like a spare hour or two, and you want to kind of figure out some puzzles and try a different game,
Yeah.
because like Metro is definitely different to Hollow Knight or Shovel Knight or stuff like that because it's made differently.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I'd definitely give it a shot. There's a
Yeah.
free demo of it, which like well, that's a part of it I really like. There's a demo for it.
I did not know
There's,
that, and I'm literally on my way right now to download the demo
yeah.
because I'm getting my hands on that ASAP.
Um, so yeah, I'd give it a shot. I'd kind of immerse yourself into it, and if hopefully it'll inspire you to play other games. But I need to get back into it because I rage quit it because of the aforementioned Emmys.
Yeah.
But give it a shot.